Here again the multiplication will become simple by using calci, so you can use the formula which we have used in the last example. But here I want to show how the another formulas can also be implemented. So we will assume take the formula 1 upon capital N into sigma Fi di, where capital A is the assumed value, okay, and di equal to xi minus A, as we discussed earlier. So we will prepare the table x and f, 35, 45, 55, 60, 75, 80, okay, where 18, 10, and after getting practice, here see the examples are very simple, but practice is very much required, because here all these solutions are based on the numbers and calculations, simple calculations. But if you get practice, then you can perform the calculations very fast, okay. And then we require here the value capital A. Capital A, we can assume any one value you can assume as capital A, but mostly we prefer to assume the central value as A. You can also assume this as A, this as A, this as A, or this as A, but central value is very much useful, because some numbers will become negative and some numbers will become positive. So after addition we will get a smaller number. Then we have di equal to xi minus A. Xi minus A means this is xi. 35 minus 55. That means what can we get? Minus 20. 45 minus 55 minus 10. 60. 35, 45, 55, 60. 60 minus 55 means what? 5. 75 minus this will be 65. I have written 60. Okay, 5, 60. Okay, 5. No problem. And 75 minus 50 means 20. And 80 minus 55 means what? 25. Okay. So this is di. Then we will find out fi. You can also write down simply this as f or x. So fi into di is, this is minus 12 into minus 20 means 240. Minus 180. This is 0, this is 30, this is 3, 20 is a 60, this is 25, 11 is a 275, okay. So here you draw the line, and then we require the value of capital N. A is already there, capital N is the total of this one, Fi, sigma Fi. Sigma Fi has the value 60, and then find out sigma Fi di is the total of this column. And after finding total of this one, you will obtain 55 minus 55, and therefore x bar equal to A plus, A means 55, plus 1 by 60, 1 upon capital N, that means 1 by 60, and sigma Fi di means minus 55. So you can calculate this by using calci and get the answer 54.08. So you must have seen that this formula is also very simple to implement. Okay? Are you clear with this? And you must solve all these examples whichever I am writing on the board at your home also. Let us see another example. Suppose we are given following example. Following is the number of visitors in 180 days in a zoo, and it is given by number of visitors and the number of days. So this is given in the range 1 to 11, 1 to 10, 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50, and 51 to 60. And the number of pages are given in this form: 22, 28, 35, 45, 30, 20. So here you can also use the formula which we have used in the last two examples. But you can see here that the problem is given into the classified form, and the length of each of the intervals is same in this case. Okay, we consider this range as 10 because here the number 1 to 10 means 1 is also included. 11 to 20 means 11 is also included. So we will make the use of the formula x bar equal to capital A plus. This formula is same like last formula, fi into di dash, where di dash equal to xi minus a over h. Sorry, here not h open and h open n. H is the length of the interval, and here in our case h equal to 10. A we will assume from the values of xi. So here xi is not given. Xi is not given. Instead of this, intervals have been given. So we will write down their mean values over here. So xi means 10 plus 11, 10 plus 1 by 2, 11 by 2 means 5.5. 11 plus 20 means 31 by 2. 31 by 2 means 15.5. There it will be 21 plus 30 means 25.5. 35.5. 45.5. And there 55.5. You can, if you want, you can also write down in one column the intervals. But it is unnecessary to write down because it will waste our time. And fi are given by 22, 28, 35, 45, 30 and 20. So among these values, we will assume any one value as capital A. So which are here two numbers are there, two numbers are there. So in central there are two values. So we can assume any one as A. But I will assume here A equal to 35. So let A equal to 35.5. Here I will draw the line. Simultaneously I will write the values and also calculate them. So what are required? Capital A. Capital A is 35.5. Here H is 10. This is already we have written. Capital N means total of this. This we will find out. The total of this after calculation, you will get this as 180 because 180 days are already given there. And this is the number of days. Then we will find out di dash. Di dash means xi minus a upon h. So 35.5 minus 35.5 is 30. 30 by 10. H is 10 means minus 3. So here, if we have not divided this by h, we could have done this also by avoiding this one by using the last formula by simply writing this as di. Di is xi minus a, and here h will not require. Then we could have written here minus 30. But here we have divided this by h, and that's why we have multiplied this by h over here, and so the number becomes smaller. 15.5 minus 35.5. That means minus 20 by 10 minus 2. This will become minus 1. This will become 0. This will become 45.5 minus 5. That is 10 minus 1 only positive because this minus this, and this is 2. So we have fi into di dash is now the multiplication of fi and this di dash columns. So from this we will get minus 66, minus 56, minus 35. This is 0. This is 30 and this is 40, and the total of this will give us minus 87. So now you can see that all the values have been obtained. Therefore we have x bar equal to capital A is 35.5 plus h. H means 10 upon capital N. Capital N is 180 and into sigma fi di dash. This is minus 87. So x bar equal to here 30.67. This is the required answer. So friends, you can see it is the use of all the formulas to find out mean or arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean. Okay. So more examples we will see in the further study whenever its uses will come in our study. So now let us see about geometric mean. Actually, geometric mean has less importance. Rarely the questions may come in examination, but if it is asked, then you must be knowing this. In abbreviated form, we can write this as G dot M dot. It's geometric mean. And this here again we have the formulas based on group data and ungrouped data. So here for mean we have seen the formula sigma xi divided by small n. For ungrouped data we have seen this for sigma fi xi for divided by capital N. For group data, that means we can use this one for what? Simple frequency distribution and group frequency distribution. Then also we have seen this simplified form fi xi fi di upon capital N. Then also we have seen one formula for h upon capital N into sigma fi di. So these formulas we have seen to find out the arithmetic mean. Now we see the geometric mean. Geometric mean means which we are given the ungrouped data. That means if we are given the data x1, x2, dot, and then multiply all this data and find out its nth root. But here you can see that finding of arithmetic root, nth root, and multiplication of this, all these numbers will become very big number. So it becomes very complicated for us to find out the actual value in a simple form. So to make it simple, take log on both sides. Log of gn, that means when we take log, it will become 1 upon n into log of x1 into x2 into dot dot, and this can be written as log of x1 plus log of x2 plus dot 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 plus log of xn. So here you can, in your calci, you can use any one function ln or log which are mentioned in your calci. If you use ln, then when we want to find out anti-log, then you will have to use the button above ln. That means e raised to x. This is the anti-log. And if you use log, then above it will be written tan raised to x. So tan raised to x is the anti-log, because anti-log will be required. So these numbers will become very smaller, and you can find out its value. Suppose you can get total alpha. Then you can find out this as gm. Gm is log of gm is anti-log of this one. Anti-log of this one. Or if it is based on e, then e raised to alpha. Or if it is based on 10, then you can get this as 10 raised to alpha. So in your calci, both buttons have been given. So be sure that which button are you using. But if you use the button based on below e raised to x, then you must use these two buttons. If you use the button below 10 raised to x, then you must use these two buttons in all calculations. You cannot mix them. Similarly, if we are given frequency distribution, either simple frequency distribution or group frequency distribution, then we can find out their values by using x1 raised to f1, x2 raised to f2, dot dot dot, xn raised to fn. That is capital N root, because capital N is the total number of data. And again, to simplify this one, this we can get gm equal to 1 upon n log of x1 raised to f1. So f1 into log of x1 it will become. This will become plus f2 log of x2, okay, plus dot 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 plus fn log of xn. So the formula, these two formulas you will require to use for frequency distribution. In both cases you will have to use the same case, because if you are given the classes, suppose 0 to 5, then xi you can write as the average of these two, means 2.5. So here x1 will become 2.5, and in simple frequency distribution the values of x are already given. So suppose we consider one example. Suppose we are given the values of x are 10, 20, 30, 5, 15 and 25. Then it is asked to find out geometric mean. So you can see that this is the ungrouped data. It is the ungrouped data. So your GM will be 10 into 20 into 30 into 5 into 15 into 25 whole raised to 1 upon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 number of data are there. So 1 upon 6. So you can take log of gm. Log of gm is 1 upon 6 into log of 10 plus log of 20 plus log of 30, and you can find out up to plus log of 25. And this you can find out by using your calci very easily. After finding this calculation, you can find out gm by taking its antilog. Antilog means antilog of gm. Antilog is nothing but either 10 raised to alpha or e raised to alpha, whichever button are you using. So here our answer will be 16.9. So are you clear with this? Okay. So now suppose if we are given another example of this kind, suppose to find gm of the following description, we are given wages and number of persons. So here the data is given in this way: 60, 62, 64, 68 and 70, and number of persons are given as 3 to 4 to 4. So these are the values of x. So you can write down this formula. First, these are the values of x and these are the frequencies. Okay, so you can use this formula x1 raised to f1. So instead of this, you can put them into the table. It is better because you will require to find out log of x, that is log of x1, log of x2, log of x3, then f of log of x, that means f1 log of x1, because we require this to addition. So finally we will require to addition of this one, and this will be the total of this one, and capital M is the sigma f. So you can, by preparing the table, by putting the data into this tabular form, you can calculate the values, and hence you can obtain the answer very easily. Okay, are you clear? And if you are given, instead of this, if you are given the intervals just like 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, then you can have the values of x are from 0 plus 10 by 5, this is 15, 10 plus 20 by 2 is 15, 25, 35, 45, and the values of x are 3, 2, 4, 2, 1. And this total you will require over here. Same formula you can use. Log of x you can find, f into log of x you can find, and hence you can solve this example also very easily. So friends, we have seen up to now geometric mean, and next we will see about harmonic mean and median and mode. Okay? And don't forget to put attendance.